Yo, we should be live. Sorry for being almost 12 minutes late. Sorry about that, everybody. We should be live now. Let me know how everything is looking. Is the audio level good? Let me know. Let me know if everything is good. Yeah, sorry for that wait. My camera just decided to be a pain at the last minute, so I literally I had everything ready to go. I was about to press go live right at 3, and then boom, my camera just kept unplugging, and then I had to reset it, and then the green screen wasn't working correctly with the camera. Anyway, that's why I'm late, but I am here. What's up, everybody? What's up, Future Santa Joe? What's up, Michael? What's up, Nathan? What's up, Smoky Cat? What's up, Ethan? Let's see. How is everybody today? We got 13 days. Wow. 7 hours, 46 minutes. Yes, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. That's crazy. I completely forgot about that. What's up, Harley? Thank you for tuning in. Okay, I need to ask you guys. I've been struggling to find an overlay for the stream. You know, like the border. It was much easier at Christmas. It's so limited at Easter, and I didn't want to use. I've been using the same one for the past, I don't even know how long now, like 4 years. So this was like the only other alternative that I found. I don't know. Do you guys like this border or overlay? I'm not a huge fan of it, but I mean, it's not bad. It's like the only other one I was able to find, so I just don't know if this is better than what I was using before. Let me know. I had to make some modifications to it because first of all, that it's my camera's twisted. Here we go. So in the right corner there, it's supposed to be a paintbrush going into the bucket there, but I had to kind of use Photoshop to crop a lot of that paintbrush out because I realized when we're gonna actually be doing this stream in like 2 weeks, it's gonna be covering some of the tracker. And then also on that right hand corner, I went in Photoshop and added some of those kind of wavy things that you see in the right corner on the border because it didn't erase when I made it transparent. It didn't like crop very well. So again, I don't know if this is all that good, but let me know. Let me know if this looks good or if you like what I had before. I just was tired of using the same thing for 4 years, but I used the same thing for 4 years because there's like not much of a selection. Okay, let me catch up on chat here. How many days until the Easter Bunny tracker? We got 13 days, 7 hours, 44 minutes. The Easter Bunny should arrive in Memphis. I mean, I would assume. I mean, this is going to be hard because we won't know for sure until he's getting closer to Memphis. But I would assume he should be there, I don't know, maybe around midnight, maybe local time. So if that's the case, maybe midnight, 12:30, something like that. If that's the case, then that should probably, I would guess it's like, what, 20 hours after, maybe 19 hours, 20 hours? After he leaves Easter Island. What's up, JWI? Thank you for tuning in. Yes, we are going to do Easter Bunny Tracker Smoky Cat. I know it does feel like a Christmas stream was yesterday. It was crazy. What's up, Daniel? Hello, Gabe. I'm marching in the South Side Irish Parade tomorrow. Awesome, Joe. Have fun. I actually been tracking with you since 2019. That's awesome, Harley. Thank you. But yeah, Smoky Cat, we are doing the Easter Bunny tracker. Yes, we will be doing the Santa tracker as well. Yep. Smoky Cat. You like the background? Okay, well, thank you. I'm probably still going to make some modifications to it. But literally, this is like the first draft of kind of what it may look like. So that's what these test streams are for. I just wanted to, you know, get you guys' opinion, stuff like that. When will EB get to Christmas Island? There's a couple Christmas islands, Harley. The first Christmas island that comes to mind is in Kiribati, which is like one of Easter Bunny's first stops. But there's also another Christmas island off of Chile as well. So which Christmas island are you talking about? I think there's... Let me look it up. There's like 2 Christmas islands. Yeah, the one is in Kiribati, which is... So if you're talking about that one, the Easter Bunny would get there like literally like, I don't know, 10 minutes after he leaves Easter Island. But I think there's another Christmas island too. In Australia, I guess. There's a Christmas island in Australia. And Alaska. There's way too many Christmas islands. Near Australia. Okay, yeah. Near Australia. Let me look. Okay, Christmas Island. Okay, the one near Australia. Got it. Okay, so that's like kind of northwest of Australia. Of Western Australia. Kind of close to Indonesia. Okay, I would guess Harley probably, let's see this. I would guess he would get there probably around like 11 p.m. local time, but that's really hard to say. I really don't know. We'll know more in 2 weeks because when he launches from Easter Island, this tracker track.easterbunny.cc, if you log on to it 2 weeks from now, it will have the estimated time arrival and it will tell you when he leaves Easter Island. So you'll have a better idea, but I don't know. My best guess is like 11 p.m. But I am not quite sure. Yes, I got the mainstream up, Michael. Yes. You guys need to drop a like on our mainstreams. We got all part 1, part 2, part 3. They're all up. Drop a like and share with everybody you know. Because we are only 2 weeks away, which is crazy. It is, I mean, it is definitely early for Santa Trek or Smoky Cat, but, you know, it wasn't that long ago, so I understand if you're excited. I was praying about you early in the week, bud. Thank you, Cody. How are you doing, man? Sounds good, Nathan. Yes, unfortunately, this tracker, track.easterbunnycc, Smoky Cat, this will shut down. The one I'm showing right now. Literally, this is the last 2 weeks from now, after we get past this this tracking season here. After this coming Easter Sunday in 2 weeks, it's gonna be shut down. But don't worry, we're not gonna stop Easter streaming. There is an alternative tracker that's currently in production right now that we should be good to go to use next year. But yeah, unfortunately, this is by far the best Easter Bunny tracker there is, and this one is going away, unfortunately. When will he arrive in New Zealand? Michael, probably I mean, that's kind of one of his first stops after like the islands of Kiribati in Samoa. So I would guess he would probably get to New Zealand within maybe 30 minutes after he lifts off. Maybe closer to an hour, but it's possible it could be as somewhere between a half hour and an hour after he lifts off, but could be a bit earlier. I would say I'm really good at geography, so if you can't pronounce a country or city such as I know it, but like I'm stuttering right now. I got your back. Thank you, Harley. Oh, also speaking of that, this tracker, I think, has a new feature where if you click on it, it adds a pronunciation feature. So that's gonna help me so much this year. I'm good. I'll be up all night tracking the Easter Bunny. Thank you, Cody. April 20th next year, my birthday. That's awesome. What's next after Easter Bunny Tracker? We'll have a summer stream probably. Maybe in June, July, or August. And then obviously we'll have probably some of our test streams starting up in November for Christmas. Then we'll have our NORAD launch stream late in the day on the 30th of November and into the 1st of December. And then obviously we'll have more test streams and then the big mainstream December 23rd into the 4th and 5th. So why does Track Easter Bunny say live say 398 days? I don't know. Michael. I know why. Michael, I know why. I see what you're saying now. I thought you were saying, why does Track Easter Bunny say live in 398 days? But you're saying Track Easter Bunny.live. I know why, because they're still in production right now. So they're not tracking this year, so their countdown is for next year. What's up, Nathan? Thank you for tuning back in. But yeah, drop a like on our main streams. Let me show you on stream right now. Yeah, no, Michael, they are not. Track Easter Bunny Live is not ready to track yet. That's why they're still in their beginning production stages, so that's why the countdown is set for next year, not this year. Yeah, I know, Michael. I was at first too, but I'm like, okay, that's why. How long is this stream? I honestly don't know, Smokey Cat. I might stream for like possibly an hour and a half more. But refrain from spamming. Excuse me, Smokey Cat. After today, Smokey Cat, you'll see me next Saturday at noon Pacific. I've been changing around the times a little bit for next weekend's test stream because I'm actually going out of town next weekend and I got stuff to do in the morning. So I'm gonna stream like noon to 2 p.m. PDT Pacific time next Saturday, and then I gotta leave at 2, so that's why I have to wrap it up by 2. Thank you, Michael. I made the thumbnail for this year's main stream, and for the test streams too. I usually make the thumbnails for the test streams, but I rarely make the thumbnails for the main stream because Andrew is much better at it. If I'm not wrong, I think he's majoring in marketing in college right now. So he's really good with the graphic design, with the advertising, with the thumbnail. He's really good at it. But unfortunately, Andrew L., the head of AML, won't be that active at Easter this year, unfortunately, just because he's got a lot of stuff going on right now. So you may not see him on the actual stream or any of the test streams, really, just because he's just very busy right now. And he's so busy he didn't even have time to make a thumbnail. So I'm like, don't worry, I'll step in, I'll make the thumbnail, even though I think he does a better job. I still think, since I don't make the main thumbnails that often, I still think I did a decent job, but Andrew could have done better. Yes, I can show you, Michael. Where is the Easter Bunny tracker? What do you mean, Smoky Cat? It's awesome to see you again. It's only been 2 months since Santa Tracker. Yes, awesome to see you too again, Cody. But yeah, I'll show you on screen right now. So these are the thumbnails that I did end up making for the mainstream. So that's what that looks like. So I want you guys to drop a like on these and share with everybody you know to get the word out, because we are literally only 2 weeks away. And that's why, since Andrew said he wasn't able to do it, I'm like, okay, I'll step in. I'll do it now. I didn't want to wait any longer just because we're 2 weeks away. But yeah, here we go. We got part 1. We got part 2. We got part 3. Drop a like. Thank you, Nathan. I wanted to go with a different. Okay, I'm gonna show you like kind of what the. I was actually curious about this because I was like, okay, I want to go for a different like look or vibe than I've been doing recently, or like at least for the test streams. But like I made all the test stream thumbnails. Andrew made the mainstream thumbnail for Christmas last year. I made the HQ. He made the all NORAD Santa Cam stuff, and I made all these test streams, website launch streams. And this, I think Andrew made like 5 years ago. I just reused it because I was too lazy to make a new one for last year's summer stream. Okay, there is an exception. Technically, last Easter, I did make all these mainstream thumbnails for Easter 2023. But other than that, I'm just not used to making the mainstream thumbnails. Again, Andrew made all these. Again, I make all the HQ test stream ones, but he makes all the mainstream ones except for last year. Anyway. But I was like, okay, since I made this one for 2023, I was like, I wanted to go for a different vibe. So I just kind of decided, and I'm so glad I have a subscription to Adobe Stock, which I use for my movies to license music or license photos, whatever. So I have the rights to, it's not like I'm just going on YouTube or Google and just taking somebody else's. I mean, I have a license to use it. So, and that, you know, Adobe Stock also has photos that you can license. So I'm like, okay. So most of these photos on here, I mean, obviously other than the Easter Bunny, which is, you know, all rights go to East Mountain Films for that, but obviously he's a very awesome person, and he links it on his website for people to use for free for thumbnails, so it's not like you have to license those. But everything else you see on here, other than the bunny, is all licensed stuff. So I wanted to go with a different vibe, so I kind of did. And also, like, my issue with creating Easter thumbnails is, you know, our profile picture is Santa. So it's like it's always like difficult for me to think about Easter thumbnails because I want to include our logo, but it's Santa. So it never really, I don't know. I never really necessarily liked that when I was creating Easter thumbnails. Usually I have like our Santa AML logo right next to the Easter Bunny, but I wanted to do that different this year, and so I turned our logo black and white, and I actually feel like that actually looks better. To me, it doesn't look as much like Santa, but you can still tell it's our logo, and I put like a cool little thing around it. Anyway, I was just trying to make it look better. Alright, let me catch up on the chat here. Um. Oh, where is the Easter Bunny? Yes, at Easter Island currently. I don't know, Smokey Cat. He could be sleeping or eating, but probably he could be sleeping, preparing for the big day. This is East Mountain's last stream. I think that's the right person. Yes, Cody. Unfortunately, East Mountain Films' last stream is also 2 weeks from now, because if you don't know, he's the creator of this tracker. So not only it's his last stream, but it's also his last tracking season. Meaning, like I said, this tracker will also go away, unfortunately. What's your favorite subject in school? Man, I'm out of school now, but when I was in school, that's hard. I mean, I don't know. I know math was my least favorite subject, so that's definitely not my favorite subject. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't a fan of a lot of my classes in high school, but I don't know. I mean, depending on what we were doing, I kind of like science or social studies. Or not really social studies, but maybe a little bit of science and a little bit of English I liked. Not every part of it, but just bits and pieces of science and English I liked. How long is it going to take for how long Easter Bunny going to deliver? You mean how long will it take for the Easter Bunny to deliver? Or like how long until he delivers? Because if you're talking about how long will it take for him to deliver across the world, that's 25 hours, I believe. What's up, Ethan? When is he arriving in Texas? Okay. Texas, probably. I think he usually arrives in Texas, like, I don't know, an hour or two before he hits me. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm purely guessing, Michael. But I would guess he would hit Texas. If he hits, like, you and me, Michael, like, what, 22, 23 hours after he leaves Easter Island, then he probably hits Texas around, like, 21 hours. After he leaves the North Pole North Pole. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? I just said North Pole. Here we go again. Christmas was too I don't know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't that long ago is what I'm trying to say. Because apparently I'm still using the North Pole. My favorite is digital tech. That's cool. Mine probably would be too if I had a class like that in high school. If I start streaming for the Easter Bunny stream on Easter, what time should I start? Let's see. So we're starting at 9 p.m. PDT, which is like, I think 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours before he leaves Easter Island. So I mean, it's up to you, Daily CFC Focus, but it's also, so we're streaming at 9 p.m. PDT. For part 1, so it's 2 hours before the countdown ends, because you remember he has like what, 2 hours of prep or 3 hours of prep. So if you want to start the same time we do, which is 9 p.m. PDT, that would get you 2 hours of countdown before you get to prep, and 5 hours before he leaves. When does he arrive in? I don't know how to say that. Mahopac? I have no idea how to say that, and I don't even know what that is. Yeah, the Easter Bunny lives in the North Pole. Yep, Ethan Abbey. Yep. I'm from UK, so I'm gonna get up at 7 a.m. GMT part 1. Cool. Yeah, you're 8 hours ahead of me, so yeah, that's great. That's right when the countdown ends, I think. And then you have like 3 hours of prep before he takes off, so cool. Your K time, yeah. So again, so for part 1, Daily CFC Focus, we start at what, 5 a.m. GMT? I'm pretty sure. I think we start at 5 a.m. GMT. is when our part 1 stream starts. So it gives us 2 hours of countdown and 5 hours of, buffer time before he takes off. Yeah, I know, Joe. I accidentally said North Pole, and now I'm just joking around. When does he ride? Oh, in New York. Thank you, Smoky Cat. Probably New York, man. That would probably be closer to like 3 or 4 hours before he hits me. I mean, I would guess Smoky Cat probably. Trying to think. Maybe around midnight? I don't know. Maybe around midnight. I guess we'll see. I have a much better estimation for when Santa will get places because I know the route pretty well. Even though the route changes every year, I have like a really good window of like, even if it's like an hour difference or half an hour difference, I have a pretty good window. But I've noticed the Easter Bunny gets places later than Santa does. So it's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around that, but I would assume around midnight. But I could be a little off. Lol, Easter Bunny lives at the Easter Island, not the North Pole. Yeah. What's up, Josh? What's up, Diego? When does he get to Tokyo? Man, I don't know, Michael. I really don't know. I mean, maybe he gets there like 7 hours after he leaves Easter Island, but that's a pure guess. I really don't know. It's hard for me to think. Those correct times, yeah, thank you. Josh, can you still hear me right now? I literally said hi to you right when you said hi. What settings do you have on the tracker? I'll show you. So I have it on. I have it zoomed. I mean, not the map, but the actual Google Chrome window. I have it zoomed to 200% because I like it bigger for the stream. I usually do that just because I want it bigger. So everything is slightly bigger on everything. But in the actual settings itself, I have it on dark mode. I have the arrival time off just because I'm going to be streaming. I might turn it on just a couple times just to show you guys, like, the estimated time of arrival. But mostly I'll have it on my phone because even if I turn this on for a little bit, I'm still going to only have approximate location because I'm not going to actually expose my actual location. But I will have precise on my phone turned on, if that makes sense. So a lot of the time this will stay off, but again, I might turn on an approximate every now and then just to kind of show you guys as the Easter Bunny gets closer. I have the tracker smoothness on smoothness. Excuse me. It's a lot of smoothness together at once. So just because my CPU can really handle it and I don't want the stream to look as good as possible. I have map style and hybrid. I have the Easter Bunny bouncing effect on. Right now I have zoom in on stop arrival off. I keep going back and forth though, but I think overall the time lapse is going to look better if it doesn't zoom every single time he gets somewhere. So I might have that on off and then just kind of mess with the zoom level. I have fixed gray lines on map on. Right now I have zoom level at 6, but again, I'm going to adjust that off and on. And then show arrival times when hovering over stop icons. Metrics, I have everything turned on except for distance from you. And it's cool to exist here. Everything will be shown at once. So you can look at the baskets delivered, carrots eaten, distance travel, speed. You can look at all that at once, which is going to be great. So you don't have to switch back and forth. Show country flags on, hide value of distance from you. I don't really, I mean, I have that off because I already have distance from you off, but show metrics in next stop box on. Look at localization, track your units, automatic. Clock style 12, and again, I have approximate. You guys don't need to worry about your location because I don't. That's an approximate location. I don't live there exactly. That's why I have it on approximate and not precise. It's just public information, so you don't have to worry about that. Just because I obviously worked at a news station in that town, but I don't actually live there. So, show weather summary and stop info window on. Show local time arrival and stop info window on. And right now I have stop pronunciation playback speed on 1x. And then I have my pronunciation language automatic, American English, but obviously got all these different ones, which is awesome. So yeah, that's what I got it on. Okay, now let me actually look. Oh, do you have a favorite WWE wrestler? I don't actually watch WWE, so I don't really have an opinion. 13 days, 7 hours, 19 minutes, and 48 seconds. That's a lot, yeah. What's the best settings for Chromebook? Well, Chromebook is a lot less powerful. So, a lot of these things I would probably turn lower. Like I said, it just depends if it lags, you know. A lot of these things I might have the tracker smoothness lower, since I don't think the Chromebook would be able to handle the CPU usage as much. Maybe bouncing effect off. I mean, it's up to you. You can obviously have whatever you want, but the more you have these on and turned up, the more it might slow down a little bit, or buffer, or lag, or whatever. "13 days will go fast." Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can if you want. Daily CFC focus. I mean, I don't have a Chromebook, so, you know, it could be fine at a higher setting. I really don't know. You might just want to test it out when the tracker's running. But I would just assume that maybe it's a little slower than my computer. But again, I could be wrong. You might just want to test it out day of. I'm so shocked on Christmas you had maybe Santa sighting. I know. I still kind of think it was, you know, my cats, but it timed so crazy how it was like 15 minutes before NORAD got or showed Santa in my area, so it's like, you know, it's still possible. Although when I was lining up the notes and sounds later on, I think it was my cats and then Santa came like 15 minutes after that, but, you know, I have no proof either way. So that's why I still uploaded it as a possible Santa sighting. I don't know either way, but I still think it was probably one of my cats. But I definitely heard Santa because like 15 minutes later, right when NORAD showed him there, and then when the note that he left me, I mean, I heard sounds then. So I definitely heard Santa. I just, you know, it might have been a little bit too early when I heard that one, but who knows. Awesome, Josh. Sounds good, daily CFC focus. Yeah, 13 days will go fast because the past 2.5 months went fast. I know. What's up, Crystal Jackson? Thank you for tuning in. We're saying a live stream? Yeah, probably just busy. I'm Santa himself. He's probably sleeping right now at the North Pole. Gabe, will you do a weather forecast for EB like you did at Christmas? Yeah, I can. I can totally do that. I completely forgot. If you wouldn't have said that, I probably wouldn't have done it just because I forgot about it. But yeah, I can totally do that if you want me to. It sounded like Santa coming down the fireplace. I know it did sound like that. But like I said, when I heard more sounds 15 minutes later, I think I actually did hear Santa come down the fireplace. So it's like it goes back and forth in my mind, you know? Even though like it sounded like Santa at first, like I said, NORAD was so accurate in terms of the time that Santa left the note that since it was 15 minutes later, I mean, I guess there's a couple different things. It was either my cats, they knocked down something, and then that cued me to go off. So it could have been planned to where it's like, okay, it's Gabe, I'm getting close. Like Santa, basically alerted me that he's getting close, go off. And it could have still been my cats. And then I went off, and 15 minutes later he was there. Because then I heard more sounds that I knew weren't my cats. So if it was Santa for that sighting on stream, it's possible that he was there briefly, and then that cued me to go off. He left and then came back 15 minutes later. That's possible. Or it might have just been a wake-up call. It might have been just my cats, a wake-up call. Go off now, and then he still came 15 minutes later. I definitely heard him. But like I said, it just so hard to know if it timed when you actually heard it on stream. But it was still crazy, though. Absolutely. Okay, cool, Harley. I would do that. What tracker do you use? Track.easterbunny.cc, which is what's on screen right now. Really good tracker. Yeah, I probably will, Joe, get off the stream before he hits Mexico and California. And Easter Bunny does have a slightly different route than Santa, so it just depends which like, direction he's coming from. Because if it was Santa, definitely it makes sense to get off before Mexico and California. But I've noticed at least last year, I think the Easter Bunny kind of went around Idaho and then kind of came back. So it just depends. Yeah, I know, Harley. That's what I assumed. I mean, at the time, I was like, oh, mate, like when it actually happened and I had like no knowledge about anything else, I thought it was possibly Santa and NORAD was just early. But like I said, after I went out and looked at the note, like I said, it was 15 minutes after that, after I heard that sound. So it was like, then I was like, okay, maybe it was just my cats. But it was still enough of a possibility that I still uploaded it. That's why I never said, oh, that was Santa for sure, because, I didn't have any proof. But, it was still crazy regardless. If anything, if it wasn't Santa, it was still a wake-up call, because if I wouldn't have gone off then, if I didn't hear a sound then and go off, I probably would have stayed on for even longer, and then I would have been really screwed. So unfortunate this is the last year of the tracker. I know. Of track.easterbunny.cc, Josh, if that's what you're wondering. Not .net, but this tracker, East Mountain Films tracker. Well, you look at Track Easter Bunny and Track Easter Bunny Net. Oh, I see what you're saying, Josh. I didn't see your response. I saw your response before I saw Michael's question. I'm probably not going to look at TrackEasterBunny.net just because I know that's not that accurate at all. But I'll probably still look at Track Easter Bunny on my phone, even though I know CC is more accurate. I'll probably only look at Track Easter Bunny on my phone. I can't do that because it wouldn't come, though. What do you mean, Michael? When will he get to McMurdo Station, Antarctica? Oh, I have no idea, because that is a weird position of like where McMurdo Station is. Isn't it kind of in the middle? Let me look. Actually, no, it's not. I guess it's on the eastern end. It's like south of New Zealand. Never mind. Yeah, Michael says that's after New Zealand, Gabe. Yeah, now I see that. So he will probably get to McMurdo Station, Antarctica. I mean, I would assume probably within maybe an hour or two after he leaves Easter Island. And maybe that's 10 p.m. local time, but again, I'm just guessing. I really don't know. What's up, Crystal Jackson? Yeah, I hope so too. You can't do .net. Oh, okay. Never fear, new trackers coming in 2025. Yes. I can't do .net because the message wouldn't come through. Oh, really? I'm going live now. Can I show yours when I talk? Yeah, you can show ours. That's fine. Daily CFC Focus. Direct Easter Bunny net, yeah. When will Easter Bunny get to Eastern Canada? Well, that's around the time he gets to, like, near Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. I guess Newfoundland and Labrador is Canada. And Nova Scotia is too, but that's probably what you're thinking. I don't know. Maybe that's before he even hits mainland US. So I don't know, maybe 16, 17 hours after he leaves the Easter Island, maybe. My day is good. How about you, Crystal? It's finally getting warm at my house. It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It's gonna get to 70 on Monday and Tuesday, which sucks though because my house, like itself, doesn't have air conditioning. So like when it gets warmer, I put an air conditioning unit in my studio because my studio is the warmest place throughout the entire house because the sun hits the green screen and I have blackboards up to cover the lighting that comes in so I can actually use my green screen. So it just, the sun hits the window, then hits the blackboard, which hits the green screen, and then it's just so hot in here. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit in my room right now, or in my studio right now, which literally before I started streaming, it was like 75. It's like, it's crazy. So I'm hoping to install my air conditioning unit soon, so then it's not so hot for the Easter stream, because I can't really open my windows because I blocked them with the blackboards and the green screen, and I have shelves I put in too, so it's not like I can just open my window that easily. Awesome. We got Harley's from the UK. We got Daily CFC Focus in Wales, Alabama, where Crystal's at. Yeah. When Gabe is in a sauna right now, pretty much. It's just so hot. I have shorts on, by the way, which I haven't had shorts on since I went to LA in November. And before that, at home in Oregon, I haven't had shorts on in probably, I don't even know. Probably since like last September or something. It's possible Michael EB gets to Alabama. I mean, yeah, possibly 11 or midnight. Nearly 11 for Harley. It's almost 4 p.m. for me. Hype. Yes, Nathan. I wonder if this is going to be the first year ever where every single test stream it's only going to be me. No shade to our management in AML. I know everybody's super busy right now, and honestly, I was super busy up until... Well, I'm still kind of busy. I mean, but, you know, I'm just glad I have enough time that I can still do test streams and all that. Two minutes till 11 for Josh and pretty much all of you, right? Daily CSC Focus and Harley. 1 minute till 6 p.m. for Crystal. Yeah, one. Did I say 1 p.m.? 1 minute till 6 p.m. For me, 1 minute till 4 p.m. When will EB get to the U.S. from UK? You mean how many hours will it be when he leaves the UK or when he gets to the UK until he gets to the US? I'm assuming is what you're saying. Okay, so he usually gets, I think he usually gets to the UK around like 5 p.m. my time. I think. Something like that. Like I said, it's usually about an hour later than Santa, if I'm not wrong. So, and then he usually gets to the U.S. I think first stop in the U.S. is around, what, like 8 or 9 p.m.? So probably 3 or 4 hours after the U.K., Michael. I'm excited too, Daily CFC. Sounds good, Josh? Yeah, I just did, Josh. Yeah, I know. It sucks that Team Yansu's done too, and East. Are you guys aware, like, if Sonic is doing anything? Like, there's no scheduled streams with Sonic Boom 363 right now for Easter, and he hasn't, like, announced anything. He has no videos about it. So is he not doing Easter streaming either? It's like, sucks. Everybody's just retiring, or at least not doing it. I know he's doing a lot of other content, but I just haven't seen anything for him doing Easter yet, which sucks. I looked on Discord and someone said he might not be doing it. Yeah. Yeah, we do have Discord, Crystal. Link is in the description if you want to join our AML Discord. Yeah, I know, Michael. I guess Sonic isn't. It's like crazy. But you remember, guys, so next Saturday I'll be streaming earlier. At noon Pacific, so I got a like strict deadline, so I have to stop streaming like by 2 p.m. or even a little bit before 2 p.m. as I have to leave. I'm going out of town at 2 p.m. So I'm gonna stream from like noon Pacific next Saturday until like maybe, I don't know, 1:50 or something like that, 1:55. Just depends how much I get done, how much packing I get done the day before, but I just said to Future Trainer Joe, he's the second best tracker behind AML. Well, thank you. I guess it's just us and Acer. Yeah, I guess so. There's obviously a lot smaller channels definitely around, but in terms of bigger channels, man, I mean, it is really just us in terms of bigger channels. Because I was gonna say Sonic, but if he's out, that's like, man, that's crazy. When did Santa get to Nevada? Last year. Great question. Yeah, I just did. Thank you, Josh. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't answer your question, Michael. When did he get to Nevada last year? Well, actually, no, I should know that because doesn't he get to Nevada like 15 minutes before he gets to my place, or maybe even 10? Because I guess, again, it's a slightly different route than Santa, but I mean, I just remember at least with Santa, he was 15 minutes out when I heard that sound, and he was just getting into California. So Nevada is probably, depending on which side of Nevada, because he hits eastern Nevada before he hits western Nevada. But, you know, I would say probably 15 or 10 minutes before he hits me. So I think that was like 1:15 in the morning. I'm pretty sure, Michael. 1:15, 1:20. Las Vegas, yeah. I think it's like, yeah, probably 1:15, 1:20, Michael, AM, I think. So that would have been like 22 hours after he leaves in Easter Island, I think. How long are you going to be live for? Let's see, we've been going for about an hour, so possibly 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, something like that. Yeah, that's South Nevada, yeah, Michael. I just realized I have drum lessons every Saturday from 11:30 to noon, so I won't be back home until 12:30-ish, so I won't be on for the first 30 minutes. That's okay, Michael. Yeah, so, and like I said, I'm probably going to end around, like, you know, whatever, a quarter to 2, or maybe 1:50, 1:55. So you at least catch, like, the last hour and 15 of it, at least. What do you mean, Crystal? Why does it have to be email, G? What do you mean? Thanks, Josh. Harley, everybody says that. Literally, everybody says that, Harley. Literally, that was... Oh my gosh. In middle school, everybody said that. I still find it funny, Josh. Yes, I was kind of nervous and scared, yeah. Michael. Why does it have to email? What do you mean, Crystal? What about the email? You mean our email, or what do you mean? Yeah, I know, Josh. Yeah, it was insane. I guess I just had my microphone turned up enough that you could hear it. I really thought I was going to be the only one who heard it. And guys, I'll probably be on the stream, I would guess, probably even a little bit longer, like in 2 weeks for the Easter stream than I was at Christmas, because my grandma is not visiting at Christmas. We like to alternate like holidays and everything. Plus, she actually might be moving in with us, or at least moving to the area this year. So, she's just not visiting at Easter. So I'll probably be on a bit more. And I know I was already on like a lot at Christmas, but I'm probably gonna be on even more at Easter this year. Oh, I'm trying to. Oh, you mean the Discord, Crystal? I. Well, if you already don't have a Discord account, yeah, you might have to sign up with an email. I know there's a couple of different ways to do that. Either signing up with an email or signing up with... I don't know. I think so, though, Crystal. Where are the other team members? They're just busy. Why does EB and Santa deliver gifts over the ocean? I mean, they don't really deliver gifts over the ocean. It's just the tracker has to do that. Because if they didn't deliver over the ocean, you wouldn't have a good estimate of the actual, like, gifts or baskets or whatever, right? Because if it just stopped, like, over the ocean, I mean, there's just not enough time for the tracker to analyze the baskets or gifts over land, right? So they have to, even though EB and Santa aren't actually delivering gifts over the ocean, if it wasn't for that, then the estimate would be off, if that makes sense. Because they're just, Santa and the Easter Bunny go so fast over land that if it was only counting the presents and stuff over land, then it wouldn't be able to catch up. So even though technically it's an error, I guess you would say, because he doesn't actually do that over the ocean. I mean, it's intentional because the tracker just has to catch up. Because, you know, they just go so fast. Yeah, that's possible, Joe. It says password, but I don't remember. Oh, I'm sorry, Crystal. You might have to reset your password if you don't remember it. Santa gets to my place earlier, Michael. It used to be around the same time, but then all of a sudden, I think they used to be around the same time in at least a couple years. I think EB was a little bit earlier, but now Santa gets here way earlier because ever since like what 2021 or something, Santa's been coming an hour earlier. So now Santa gets here earlier. Which I guess is kind of nice. I can be on the stream a little longer before he gets here, so or for Easter Bunny, so that's cool. It's all good. Yeah, that's true, Michael. Wake up, Jeremiah. Yeah. I'll probably tell him that again in the stream. When will Easter Bunny get to Australia? Or no, Austria, sorry. I read it as Australia. Austria in Central Europe. I would guess probably... I don't know. Maybe 10 hours after he leaves Easter Island, but that's a guess. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, yeah, Joe. Sounds good, Nathan. Does Easter Bunny get to cure a boss 1 minute after leaving North Pole Easter Island? LOL. It's like, I think it's like 3 minutes or something like that, but yeah, that's close. I think it's like 3 or 4 minutes. Five minutes? Yeah. Something like that, yeah. Michael, that sounds right. It's probably like 5 minutes. Can't be the only one to get things run, yeah. Can you show us the route on Google Maps? Or Google Earth? Man, honestly, I'm not as good with Easter Bunny's route. Okay, sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. Yeah, I can do that, Michael. What's up, Crystal? Welcome back. You think NORAD will create an Easter Bunny tracker on this when this tracker gets removed? I wish they would, but I doubt they will. Honestly, I doubt they will. Just because NORAD obviously started as an accident with the newspaper misprint and everything, and then they just created a tradition out of it to track Santa with their technology. Honestly, I don't even know if they would have the technology to even track the Easter Bunny, even if they wanted to. Sure, they have satellites, but it's purely, obviously, their Santa cans and the heat signature from Rudolph's bright red nose, you know. So I don't even know if they would know how to do that. But even if they, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm sure they could if they wanted to, but, you know, I don't think they will just because they're just Christmas. I'll do that in just a second, Michael. We stream in 1080p, I think. Daily CFC focus. What's up, Nathan? Thank you for tuning back in. I hate typing on PC. I'm just so much better at typing on phones. All right, let me look at this here. Yeah, for sure, Joe. When will EB get to Western Sahara? Let me. I don't know. Actually, I'm already gonna bring up a map anyway, so I might as well just bring that up. Why can't you type on your phone? I guess I can. My phone's like right next to me, but I just decided not to. I don't know why. Let's see. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna open this up on a different thing, so I don't expose my location. How does that still track the same? Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. Really, Josh? That's cool. It's the opposite for me. Awesome, Joe. Sorry for killing your brain for EB gets to play. Is this okay, Harley? All good, Crystal. Thank you for tuning back in. Okay, so what was I doing? Western Sahara, and then I was gonna get into the beginning of okay, the route. Okay, so Western Sahara isn't. I mean, doesn't he go from? Yeah, he goes from Western Sahara to like Portugal and Spain, and then up France. I think. No, he probably would have already circled most of France. Spain, Portugal, up to UK and Ireland. Okay, so what was the question? When will Evie get to Western Sahara? Okay, I mean, I would assume he would probably get there, like... I mean, I don't know. Probably, like, 15 hours after he leaves the Easter Island, so that would probably put him there around midnight or 1 a.m. I think in Western Sahara. I think. Anyway, so Easter Island is here. This is Easter Island right here. So then he would go here, go up to Kiribati, which I actually don't know where Kiribati is. Oh, I think it's over here, right? It gets American. I thought it was kind of close to Samoa. Oh, right. So French Peninsula is one of the last stops because this is on the other side of the international date line. So he leaves Easter Island like 24 hours into the future, and then he crosses here, which is where the date line is, and then goes 24 hours into the past. So Kiribati has to be somewhere around here. Let me look it up. Kiribati. Oh, it's right here. It's literally right here. So he would go from here to here, and then go to Samoa and Tonga, New Zealand. Oh, he would probably hit Fiji, New Caledonia, New Zealand, possibly down to McMurdo Station here, and then up Tasmania, Eastern Australia, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, kind of zigzag across the rest of Australia as he's going up to Indonesia, Philippines. Oh yeah, and then he's gonna hit Christmas Island, the one off of Australia. Malaysia, Vietnam. So that's kind of the trend that he's going, and he's probably going to circle up to Japan, the Koreas, China, India, kind of and make his way across that area towards the west. So all good, Crystal. See you later. Island is so small, yeah. You were about to say North Pole again. I know, I do that all the time. I think track Easter Bunny's first stop is Christmas Island, Kira Boss. Yes, that is true. He paused when he said Easter Island. Yes. Gosh, it's so hot in here. It's 81 degrees Fahrenheit in my studio, and it's 66 outside. I can say North Pole if I want to, Josh. I can be wrong if I want. Yeah, that's true, Michael. Yeah, I have noticed that, Michael. It just doesn't update as frequently, which is also why I don't like it as much. I don't have the AC in my studio yet. I'm probably going to install it this weekend, possibly. Hilarious, Josh. When will he get to Alaska? Well, he gets to Alaska, I think, like a half hour after he visits me. So, what? That's 24 hours after he leaves Easter Island, because he goes for 25 hours total, not 24. It's funny because, like, Santa goes for like 23 hours, or just over 23 hours. Like, at least last year it was 23 hours and like 15 minutes. But Easter Bunny goes for 25 hours. I think I'm gonna go until probably I might go until the stream hits an hour and a half, so that would be 10 minutes from now. I might end the stream. I don't think I can pick out like a favorite member of AML. They're all awesome. Oh my gosh, that was loud. Sorry about that. I just banged my mic. Thanks, Josh. I mean, yeah, Michael, he does have a similar route in a sense, but it's still a little different. So, I mean, just depends how you look at it. Don't sleep on stream. I don't think I will. You know me. I'm not gonna sleep on stream. Let me look, Michael. The ISS is over the UK. It looks like. Just south, yeah, just south of Ireland and UK right now. The ISS is gonna technically make landfall over France, but is currently just getting into the English Channel right this second. So, like, basically due south of Wales over the English Channel right now. Well, really due south of Plymouth, however you say that. Let me look, Joe. Yeah, just south of the UK now, getting into France, Michael. Awesome, Harley. Do you mean Bethel, Illinois, Joe? Because I'm not finding a Beverly. I know, that's crazy. I can't believe Test Stream 3 is next week and Easter is the following weekend. I know. I'll be marching tomorrow at Knights of Columbus. Awesome, Joe. Have fun. So is it Bethel, Illinois or Beverly, Illinois? Beverly. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. It looks like, Joe, it's going to remain dry tomorrow. Well, it's possible there's a few rain drops in the afternoon, like maybe around 4 p.m. But other than that, you may actually stay completely dry. But just keep an eye. There may be a couple raindrops in the afternoon, but nothing that should ruin anything, because it's very minor if it happens. Otherwise, other than that chance, we're just going to stay generally dry and mostly cloudy, although there could be a little bit of sun in the morning. But after that sun in the morning, possibly, then we get increasing clouds, and then we're mostly cloudy. Yeah, it's crazy. Time is going by fast. I know. Utah, Michael, I mean, I don't know. I would guess like 21 hours before he leaves. Or no, not before. After he leaves. Easter Island, probably. Let me look, Josh. It looks like it could rain a little bit. It just depends what part of Ireland, like Southern Ireland, Eastern, Western, Northern, Central Ireland. Just depends where you're at. Josh? Thank you. I'll look. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Josh, it looks like it's going to rain a little bit tomorrow. Even possibility for thunderstorms, too, so... Well, that's really more to... I don't know. The thunderstorms were really more, like, earlier today. It's possible, Josh, that... It's possible you get into a couple of downpours, though. Especially in the morning. So you're going to deal with some rain in the morning, some showers in the morning. And it looks like it's going to decrease in the afternoon, allow for more sunshine. I wouldn't guarantee the thunder, Josh. I was just looking since we're going to open up more sun breaks later in the day. If there's showers left over, it might create some instability, and maybe you get a few downpours or a few thunderstorms, but overall I don't think you'll get that much of any like severe weather like that. If anything, it's just going to rain like a little bit in the morning, and then it will start to dry out during the day with a few showers left over and more sun during the afternoon. I can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm or an isolated downpour, but overall, I don't think it's like the highest chance. Overall, it's going to be more just rain, just a little bit in the morning, but models are only spitting out like 1/10 of an inch, maybe 15/100ths of an inch. So it's like not crazy. But if it's going to be wet, a little bit wet, it's going to be more in the morning. Yeah, sure, Harley. Where are you again, Harley? But then you say you're 100 miles north of Plymouth. But I forgot where you said you were at. I'm bringing my kids to the parade at 5. Well, see, in the afternoon, it'll be much better. It might be kind of sunny by then, Josh. So, it might not be raining that much for the parade at 5, honestly. It might be drier It might be more dry than wet, and you might see more sun, so that's a good thing. Obviously, I'm not going to say it's going to be completely dry, like you will escape everything, but I mean, even if it rains a little bit, it's not going to be much at all by the time the afternoon comes around. Okay. Cornwall, UK, got it. It looks like for you, Harley, it's gonna be it looks like it's kind of wet there right now, or at least it will get wet in the next couple of hours, Harley. Like a lot. It's gonna be a pretty rainy night, Harley, but tomorrow it'll be much drier. It looks like a lot of the rain that's gonna be coming in tonight will probably move. A lot of it may move out by sunrise, and then although there could be a few showers left over tomorrow, Harley, it should be much nicer and much drier than what it's going to be tonight. You could see some sun too. Okay. What's EB's first stop in Europe? I don't know. Isn't it Ukraine? Possibly? I don't remember. Yeah, who cares about rain? But yeah, Josh, it should be pretty decent for the parade. If you're going to see more of that rain, it's going to be in the morning. And even then, it's not going to be crazy wet. It will for Harley, though, overnight. Let's see. Yeah, same weather every day. Saying the schedule is much easier to remember. Yes, Josh, it is. I can look, Josh. What's the weather in Vegas, Gabe? I'll look. I mean, it's not going to be that bad. I guess you guys do kilometers an hour. So for kilometers an hour, it's only going to be like... it's actually going to be breezier in the afternoon. So when we don't see much rain for the parade, it could be a little bit windier, but not by much. Or at least not overly windy. It looks like only gusts between 30 and 40 kilometers an hour in the afternoon, which to me that's actually not bad, because in miles per hour that's only like 20 to 25, which at least to me, maybe that's a little bit breezier for you, but at least for me in my area that's not that breezy, because we tend to get higher winds. But I guess it just really depends what you're used to. For me, that's not that windy, but it definitely will be a little breezy, though, that's for sure. So, during the parade. But then you get more sun at the same time, so it's kind of like, you win some, you lose some. Oh, yeah, and I was going to check Vegas. I don't think applications open. Well, I don't know. I felt like Andrew M opened them up a couple months ago, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I think Josh would know more than me, honestly, but I don't know. For Las Vegas, Michael, temperatures will be in the 60s tomorrow. Actually, a lot like here. Like mid-60s tomorrow, a lot like here. And maybe you get, mid to the upper 60s, it looks like tomorrow, Michael, for Vegas, which is basically the same as here. And you could get it's possible you get a brief thunderstorm, Michael. It's going to be like partly cloudy, so you'll have a lot of sunshine. And overall, it doesn't look that active, doesn't look that wet. It's going to be mostly dry, other than maybe a slight chance for a thunderstorm in the afternoon. And whether that thunderstorm is maybe in the mountains, like to where it doesn't hit your house, so you just maybe see some thunderclouds in the distance, but you don't get anything, or maybe the luck just goes into the where it just happens to hit your house. But other than that chance, it's not going to be that crazy. A lot of the day is just going to be dry and partly cloudy. But like I said, it's possible that you just get hit briefly with a thunderstorm that wouldn't be there for that long. But like I said, it's completely possible. It's in the distance. It doesn't even hit your house. But I'm sure somewhere in the Las Vegas metro area there will be a thunderstorm. But it's just so small that, it might not hit you. But, I can't necessarily say that for sure. It could hit anyone, and it just doesn't look that widespread though. So if somebody gets it, somebody probably 2 blocks away might not, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but just be aware. If you're out, don't be surprised. Oh, Josh, I just thought you would probably know more about applications, than I do. I could be wrong, but... Oh, I guess they closed. Never mind. Applications will be closing on December 17th, 2023. Never mind. Never mind that they are closed. Yes, that is true, Joe. Alright, well, I'm probably going to end this stream. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We've been going for about an hour and 40 minutes. They're not closed, they're open. But it says right here that they're closed. Unless I read that wrong. Yeah, it says right here, applications will be closing on December 17th, 2023, which implies that it's already closed. Josh, if you hear me, it says it will close on December 17th, 2023. Yeah, I know, Josh, but you can still click on the app. That doesn't matter. Even when the apps are closed, you can still technically you can still click on it and fill it out. It just we won't be looking at it. When we mean applications are closed, that doesn't mean that the link doesn't work. That just means we won't be looking at it. So technically it is closed. Okay. Last question. When is it, Michael? When will the Easter Bunny get to Hawaii? Probably like 24 hours, 24 and a half hours after he leaves Easter Island, because then not long after Hawaii, he does a couple more islands and then goes back. Yeah, see you later, Harley. My movie, I'm hoping by the end of the year the movie comes out. So I'll keep you guys posted on my main channel, youtube.com/Gabe Curtis. Hopefully the movie comes out in the summer or the fall, but I really don't know. We've had a lot of production delays, so it may be later, but it should still come out in 2024. So I just don't know when, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's about it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We've been going for a quarter from now, or almost 2 hours. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next Saturday at noon Pacific. And remember, I'm going to be going until a little bit before 2 because then I have to go out of town at 2. So it's not like I'm probably going to go right till 2 p.m. It's probably going to be 5, 10, 15 minutes before. We'll just see how prepared I am the day before with packing and everything. But see you guys at noon Pacific next Saturday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you next week at Nathan. See you in the next one. Yes, you too, Josh. I will see you all next Saturday at noon Pacific. And remember, we only got 13 days, 6 hours, 5 minutes, 32 seconds. It's crazy. When I see you guys next, that will say what, like 7? No, that would say 6 days. Wow. And counting down from like 9 hours or something like that. 6. Wow, that's insane. All right, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.